Yo, what is up guys, it's the Goblin, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a crazy gun that can one-shot anyone and everything at any range in Call of Duty Black Ops 3, so we'll get right into that. But first off, what I want to say is thank you guys so much for the support on my How to Get Better at Black Ops 3 series. It's absolutely insane, like 3,000 or 4,000 likes, thousands of comments. I'm definitely going to be uploading way more of those, probably another one even later tonight of that How to Get Better at Black Ops 3 series. You guys have been loving that, and if you guys could drop some support and some likes on this video, I would really appreciate it. So let's get right into the topic at hand. So basically, the other day I was playing some Combine, and I was playing some Combine Hardpoint. I was running around with my VMP, and out of nowhere, I kept getting one-shot headshotted by a guy with the Shiva high caliber, and it was really pissing me off. So I went and I got out this gameplay, and you guys can see how good the Shiva actually is, especially with having a strong secondary like the RK5, which I made from my video yesterday, talking about how good the RK5 is. Now let me explain to you guys what the Shiva is. The Shiva is basically a weapon that is a semi-automatic weapon. You have to tap the trigger every single time you want to fire it, and this is the only weapon like this in Black Ops 3 under assault rifles, as well as I guess the MX Garand, which is basically like a copy of it but a worse version as a DLC weapon. I think the Shiva is a lot better than the MX Garand. I think that's pretty much, you know, everyone agrees with that. It has more bullets in the clip, the Shiva. It also has the ability to reload whenever. It's not like the MX Garand, and I don't think it's really a competition between the two. You know, the Shiva is definitely statistically the better weapon. Now let me talk to you guys about how to make this thing absolutely overpowered and how to use this thing. Now this gun is sort of like the M8A7. It is super strong, it is super overpowered, but only at a long range. So obviously you guys know what I like to do when I have a gun that's good at long range. I run that overpowered secondary, which is the RK5, and you guys see me running with that in this gameplay as well. And by the way, if the screen it flickers every once in a while, it's because back when I recorded this gameplay I had a little bit of an Elgato problem. It's fixed now, so just ignore those flickers. I'm sorry about that. It's all fixed now. In my last 30 vids have been all good, but basically let me teach you guys a good class setup and how to use this Shiva weapon. Now the Shiva is one of those guns where it really only works with a certain attachment, and the attachment that you need is high caliber. The reason for that is this gun is pretty decent, right? It's a 2-shot kill at pretty much normal ranges. It's a 2-shot kill to the body, 3-shot at longer ranges, but if you put high caliber on, it is a 1-shot kill to the head at any pretty much any range, I'm pretty sure, in core game modes. Now just let that sink in. Black Ops 3 is a game that has a ton of head glitches, and we have a weapon that's an assault rifle that can one-shot people off of these head glitches. This gun is absolutely perfect for people that love to post up and love to pick people off of head glitches. Now this gun is very good for a game mode like Hardpoint, like Domination, something where it's an objective game mode where you can play and rotate the objectives and pick people off of those head glitches using this weapon. Now what I recommend for this, and let me give you guys a good class for using the Shiva and then some good tips on how to use this one shot at any range gun. Now this gun is one of the ones where you only need a few attachments to work. You can make this gun work with only 2 attachments, and those 2 attachments are going to be, you're going to need the high caliber. Obviously that is the best thing, and look at that, I'm just going off with this gun right now. High caliber, you're going to need that to make it really worthwhile and picking people off those head glitches. Obviously it's a pretty strong gun, and it's good at hitting people in the body as well, but high caliber just adds that extra oomph that you need, for getting those people off the head glitches and making this gun very good and very, you know, it's a lot better than your normal assault rifle because of how good high caliber is on this. It's definitely the high caliber impacts this gun the most out of any guns. And the second attachment I would run is stock. If you guys don't like stock, long barrel is absolutely insane with this gun because it can take that 2-shot kill range, or like what would be a 3-shot kill with long barrel could still be a 2-shot kill. So if you guys don't need stock, I definitely recommend long barrel and high caliber is absolutely insane. But if you guys do need stock, in this gameplay I was just messing around with a bunch of different attachments, you know, like a grip and stuff like that, but that's not that required. These are the best 2 attachments that you need, long barrel as well as the high caliber. However, if you're a person that is like me, I literally cannot use any assault rifle without stock. I just suck so bad with them. Strafing has been a part of my game in Call of Duty for years, and I really can't use anything without the stock. Then I recommend running just stock and then high caliber. Now this is another one of those guns similar to the M8A7. I think you need a sight on it. Probably 75% of the players that play with this gun use a sight on it, either red dot or ELO sight. I was using the red dot sight in this one, obviously, but that's personal preference, like I've said before. Like I said in my M8A7 video, the Elo sight is probably a better one statistically because it takes up less of your screen, but that is all personal preference, whatever you do best with. So now let me explain perks for this gun. For this gun, it's one of those guns that's similar to the M8A7. The class up is going to be very similar. You're going to be posting up with it. I recommend first perk to be overclock, just something that's going to help you get the specialist faster. Second perk is the usual, the standard fast hand scavenger. You need scavenger because you're going to be running out of ammo. If you get on any sort of streak with this gun, you're going to run out of ammo. Obviously, you need fast hands for aiming down sight a little bit quicker, and even more importantly with this class, whipping out your secondary gun. And the third perk, I would just recommend running tactical mask. You know, you're not going to be jumping around too much. It's not like this is one of the guns where you double jump above people and take them out. This is more of a gun that you're just going to run a tac mask and hoping they don't nade you out. You could run flak jacket as your first perk if the enemies are using a lot of nades, but I find that overclock is a really underrated perk, and it really allows you to get that specialist. Like, I think it's like, from my experience, like 1.5 to 2 times faster getting that specialist with overclock. It's absolutely insane. I've had search and destroy games where I run like Rejack or something. Rejack is a terrible specialist, but it's really overpowered in search and destroy, and I run overclock and I get that thing in the first round of play. It's just absolutely insane how strong overclock is. Now obviously, if you guys didn't know, all the different specialists have different charge times. Ones like Overdrive and Psychosis are the fastest charge times in the game, and then ones like the Scythe and the Tempest are the longest charge times in the game, as well as the Heatwave. They're really basically, you can sort of figure it out with just using your brain. If the specialist is really overpowered, it's going to take longer to charge up. If it's less overpowered, it's going to take less time to charge up. And they did a pretty good job at balancing the specialists in this game. I don't think there's any that are super overpowered. You can do well with pretty much any of them. Obviously, I like the Scythe and the combat focus. In this gameplay, I was running the combat focus. That's probably not the best. It would be better to run a Tempest or a Scythe with this setup, especially if you're running overclock, because if you're sitting back with an assault rifle on this gun, you really would do work with a Tempest or with a Scythe. Those are the ones that really work well with those assault rifle posting up class setups. Now, another thing I want to talk to you guys about is how to use the Shiva. Now, the Shiva, you guys may think it's like the FAL from other Call of Duties, which it is, but it also is not, because this gun actually has a cap to how fast you can fire. Now, rapid fire is a perk a lot of people like on this gun. There's a lot, or attachment. There's a lot of attachments that are good on this gun, but I suggest just sticking with 2. If you want to move out to 3 attachments, maybe take that red dot sight off. What I would recommend as other good attachments in this one are obviously going to be fast mags is just a good attachment for anything, but rapid fire is also very good. Basically, how it works is, obviously it's a bit confusing because rapid fire on a semi-automatic gun, this is how it works, okay? This gun has a cap to how fast you can fire it. So basically, even if I have a modded controller, even if I have the fastest trigger finger in the world, it's going to have a cap. I can't shoot it that fast, and rapid fire just, lowers that cap, making you be able to shoot it faster. So rapid fire is pretty decent on this gun. However, it's not as good as those other attachments, and a long barrel is something that, it's really gone, like, okay, there's a difference between, how I decide is attachments, some are required, and some are optional, but really good. So on the Shiva, I say like a sight, like a red dot is required because I really don't like the iron sight. And another thing that is required is the high caliber, obviously that makes it really good. But other things like long barrel, those aren't required. You can do well without it. But long barrel is something that on assault rifles, it almost like, I think it like doubles the range at some like of your like 3 to 4 shot range, stuff like that. It like doubles it. It's absolutely overpowered on assault rifles. And I find that a lot of people miss out on long barrel, and me myself, I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of not using one of the most powerful attachments in the game because of I'm just sticking to my comfort attachments. And sometimes, like I say in this video, it's better to give up those comfort attachments, give up the stock, and put on that long barrel. In this gameplay, I think I was just running with grip. I was just messing around with it, trying out different attachments, because when I do these videos, I basically try out different setups, try and find the best ones for you guys, so you guys don't have to go through the struggle of me of playing multiple games with it and just go right into using the best class setup. And the grip on this thing, it is helpful. You really don't need it though. It's kind of like you don't even want the grip because you want to get headshots, right? You want that recoil sometimes when you're aiming for the high chest. You sort of want that recoil to kick in and boom, get that view kick headshot or whatever you call it. Get that free headshot. When you're shooting at a person, because there's no toughness in this game, there's no flinch reduction. If you're shooting at their high chest, someone shoots you and you have the Shiva, your gun's going to kick up and it's going to hit them straight in the head. Boom, one shot headshot. That is so annoying to play against the Shiva, and this is the best class class it up, and hopefully you guys will go and give this gun a try. If you don't have this gun leveled up and you don't have the attachments for it, it can be a bit of a struggle to level it up, but it is really fun once you get these proper attachments for it, and it could one-shot at any range. It's a sniper of an assault rifle. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Please drop a like on this thing. If you guys made it to the end of the video, please comment BO3 down in the comment section down below. And if you guys smash out a bunch of likes on this video, I'll have another video coming up later tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for Cookie and Don't Lookie, and I'm out. Peace.